All right, so I'm picking up where I left off in the last video. So again, we're looking at the width of our reinforcing area. We're going to subtract out all this clear space. We want to figure out there's 2 1/4 stirrups. That's going to be the little silk, or the little reinforcing. What it does is it hooks all the rebar together. So you're going to have 2 of those, one on each side. And then you're going to have 2 of the 1.5-inch covers on each size. And then depending on the bar size will be dependent on, how you, what this number is. Because ours are number 6s up here, that means 0.75, which is 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And remember, you can check and change this decimals of an inch to a fraction by putting the decimals of an inch in your calculator. And I'm using my TI-83 and then going to math, and then number 1 is fraction, hitting that, and it gives me, depending on, I just did 0.5 and it gave me 1/2 inch. All right, so once we take the 14 and then we're going to subtract out all the clear, the 2 1/4 inch stirrups, which would be 1/2 inch, 2 1.5-inch covers, which are going to be 3 inches, and 3 3/4 inch bars, which will be 3 inches. So that means we've got 7.5-inch total clear space. Now, at this point, you want to divide that into 3. So we're always going to take whatever the clear space and divide by 3. So if we do that, that gives us 3 2.5-inch spacings. Okay, once we get with that, then the last step would be 3/4 of the spacing between the reinforcing bars, or between the reinforcing bars and the form. So if I do 3/4 of that 1.5 inch, I get 3/4 of the 2.5 inches, excuse me, I get 1.875 inch, which is 1 7/8. But we also have to check the cover, because if you use an 1 7/8 aggregate, it's going to get lodged in here because it's greater than 1.5 inches of the cover. So that aggregate is going to be too big to fit in there. So then you want to check cover. So if you do 3/4 of the 1.5 inches over here between the cover and the form, you get 1 1/8 inch. So that example would be, you'd want to use your next lowest size of commercially available aggregate, which would be 1 inch. All right, last thing, this is my new normal. So this is my workstation. As you can see, I've got your chapter 4 and my chatty Cathy here. That's a 1962 doll from what I was actually named from. So I just thought I would show you my new normal here. And there's another view. So I'm staying busy making videos and showing y'all how to kind of work problems and what our new normal has turned out to be.